my purse right now.
And when we got to Payne, everybody was like we all just said it at the same time. We was like, ooh.
Hi, my name is Dale Harrison.
Hi, I'm Dale, and you're watching.
You got me on the
I'm talking about you need to count your blessings out here. Let me tell you why he like that though, because in Hollywood, see, Hollywood be fooling you. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood will fool you into thinking that everybody else is, you know what I'm saying? All the if you talk to a black woman in Hollywood, oh, if she was just a black man. You know what I'm saying? If you talk to a black man, oh, if he was just a white woman. You know what I'm saying? You talk to a white woman, oh, if she was just a white man. You talk to a white man, oh, if he was just a plus-size black woman. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think everybody else is getting on out here before them. You know what I'm saying? Yes, everybody think, honey, everyone is still thinking that I'm putting this phone down. I was about to share and invite people. In fact, I'm about to do it too right now and just invite the first 10 people I see because it's a show and I want people to tune in. And that's just what it is. Come through, okay? Yes, Lord. When I tell y'all something, I am so proud of myself for doing this show each and every week. And I see y'all already out there in the comments. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Do you understand? It means so much. It means even more that I don't even get a chance to promote the show sometimes. I was talking to my homegirl today and I'm like, she was telling me the things that, she's doing to advance herself on the social media platform. And she was making some suggestions and then we just got to exchanging information. And I just was like, I have been slowing down, okay? Because the thing about abundance don't mean we running around like, like a gerbil on the hamster wheel, hamster on the hamster wheel. We're not doing that. We have already accepted abundance, which means that, when a king looks over and he demands some Chablis, a king just says, bring me some Chablis, and the Chablis just appears. Now, of course, there are things we got to do. Works with, faith without works is dead. Oh, let me see private comment. What's going on? But of course, faith without works is dead. So there are specific things we have to do to further ourselves. But all of those 17 things I had on my to-do list, they're done. You know what I mean? It's the 3 things. And one of the things I love doing is this show. And I love that y'all come every week. I got to shout y'all out. First of all, I wait every time and then we get into discussion. They got to shout y'all out later. But I got to shout y'all out right now. Kay is in the building. It's the time. Kay, you don't know how you just blessed me right now because you hear the congestion in my voice, okay? Now, let me tell y'all something. I stopped smoking weed 5 years ago, and it has been the best 5 years of my life because when I was smoking weed, I could not fully believe in myself. Like I would have all these dreams and I would have all these things I wanted to do, and then I would smoke some weed, and then the anxiety, then the substance that's left in the system, because of course I was smoking out of backwoods, which tore my voice up to, that's the whole reason I stopped smoking. So anyway, when I get, so basically from the 5 years, my singing voice is back to where it used to be. Like before I left DC, DC is a very moist environment. Okay, so I smoked weed like Cheech and Chong, and I never had no issues. I could blow out every note. But when I moved up to dry radiator Brooklyn, honey, them dry radiators, girl, be sucking the moisture out of you all night long. You be waking up like shriveled up like a 96-year-old lady. So that, that changed my voice structure. And this is how my voice used to be a lot because I was smoky and it was dry and I was trying to figure it out. But then when I stopped smoking weed, I promised the Lord promised me my voice back if I stop smoking weed. Yes, I do got the swoop tonight. Let me fix the swoop too. Um, but anyway, I promised the Lord I was gonna stop smoking weed. He promised me my voice back. He gave me my voice back. And now, child, when I caught a cold, I went out here last week to one of these restaurants and I heard this man yapping in the back too, washing dishes. And honey, I walked out of there and I did the show last week. And as soon as I got off the live, and maybe also too, my bathroom is right here. So maybe the air was coming in from my bathroom window because I keep the windows open. But either way, whatever that was, it left me with a whole bunch of like congestion. And all week I was trying to like sing to hit the notes because like now that my voice is back, now I be scared that it's gonna leave again. Like, Lord, no, all this time I have finally worked. I could finally hit the notes again. And child, so when this congestion came, I was like, oh my Lord, is this the it? Is this the it? But child, when I just said it's the it's coming back. I am so pumped because I don't like no sickness, honey. I rebuke it. I don't claim it. Listen, shout out to Miss Nova, one of my longtime friends, in the comments, here to see her nephew and me, of course. Nova always has supported me over Nova, honey, you just gonna get all the money that's coming to you. Nova not just supports me, Nova supports everyone. Okay, everyone on everything. I just love you so much, Nova. Shout out to you. And Kay is just like that too. So anyway, so child, I'm gonna be drinking too because not drinking liquor, drinking Martinelli's apple juice, which is not a sponsor. So let me cover them up. hmm But I will be keeping this voice nice and moist. So anyway, the talk of the town was boycotting all week. Okay. Target boycott. First of all, let me say this about the boycotts. Guys, can y'all pick a date to boycott? I'm seeing videos and they're like, okay, from March to January, we gonna boycott Walmart. Then from January to January and a half, we gonna boycott Target. And then when Target get to salivating, that's when we gonna take January and a half to February and 2/5 and go. Y'all, are we going in there? Are we not? Okay. Let's not go in. Okay. If y'all disenfranchising black people, let's not go in. How about that? Let's just not go in. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you, as a black person, what we need, girl, confusing. I'm telling you, some of these people that's confusing us is working for this Walmart and Target. Because, girl, this girl had a whole schedule. She was like, now what we gonna do is from January to February, we gonna hit Target up. Okay, then after that, we're gonna hit up Walmart. If they looking at this, they'll just wait it out. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna have a slow month. We'll just put out our white ads from January to February. Okay, we'll put out our Mexican ads from February to March. Okay, then when the blacks come back, we'll put the ads back in March. Ah, guys, when we say we're not going in, we're not going in. Okay, I'm not going in. Okay. I'm doing from January to January and a half. Then I'm going to pick up that January and a half. Then I'm going to do that January and a half to February and 3/4. Then I'm going to pick up that February and 3/4. And I'm going to go all the way through December. Okay. Until you do right by us. Until you do right by us. So look, the thing is, yes, Kay, I see you. Nova says she can't keep up. Let me put y'all in the comments. She said she can't keep up. She said, let's be clear. Rosa Parks, all buses, Hey, my best life. So anyway, so child, look, so this what I'm telling you though. Okay, let's boycott Target, Walmart, and whoever else don't like black people. But let's also boycott these black storylines from these independent movies. Lord, my homeboy told me to watch some movies on Tubi this week, and I was like, if I see another black man get shot by another black man, I'm gonna go off and shoot a black man myself. Like, what, what is going on? And hey, I'm like, what is going on? Do we not have nothing else that we could write about as the independent filmmaker? Why every black man gotta die? Do y'all understand life imitate art imitate life? Okay, why is we making movies? How many drug deals? First of all, some of y'all mama ain't even living in the hood and y'all making movies. And I'm talking about these ain't no like, I thought when I was going to Tubi, I was gonna be like, okay, people done got their iPhone 2 and made a movie. No, honey, they got full-fledged productions and the exact same storyline. What? Can black men think outside of a strip club? Huh? Every movie, a black man got to go relieve some tension and think in a strip club. He can't think without some cheeks in his face. Okay, because he got the cheeks at home. Girl, I'm like, that's what we need to be boycotting. We need to be boycotting these black independent film storylines. I am so tired of the drug dealer storyline. Like, guys, we did that. We had it. We know it was hard for you. So you say, okay, because some of y'all had a regular job at McDonald's and graduated from there, was the manager and everything. Okay, we know that storyline. That's what we need to be boycotting right there. I had to turn that. I couldn't even watch all the movie. I was like, this is despicable. Speaking of black, okay, I done got it all on my chest. Speaking of black men, I got two of my favorite. Okay, first of all, this is what I love about the show so much is I'm bringing people that I talk to all the time. Of course, one that I'm bringing today, I don't talk to all the time, but the Lord sent me a sister. I am an only child, okay? And I have prayed all my life for the Lord to send me a sibling. And guess what? The Lord did send me a sibling, okay? 30 years I've been friends with this girl. And this is her son, which is my nephew, okay? Because the Lord sent me an actual sister, honey. And that is who I'm bringing to the show. He is such a fabulous person, like just a fabulous individual. Politician. He's ran for office. He owns and is the founder of Wade Funeral Homes. And my very good friend, Wayne, who is fitness guru, entrepreneur, trying out for another baseball team out of New York. Guys, please help me welcome to the show my two guests for the evening, Wayne Payne and Kendal Wade. Hold on. Let me bring y'all up. Okay, right here. Hey, y'all.
How are you? How are you? Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for being on. How are you doing?
Good, good, good.
How was your day?
All is well. Just excited to be here. Of course, busy as usual, but I'm fortunate to be here. I always appreciate the relationship that you and my mom had, and I've always looked at you as you've always been on Dale, and I've always
Yes.
admired all of your work. On screen, off screen, on stage, off stage. You've been there for me to support me, so I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Yes, thank you so much, nephew. Wayne Payne, you there? Wait, your phone is on mute. Your thing is on mute.
Hey, yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
Wayne, do you understand how relieved I am that you got good sound?
Hey, hey, man, it's this microphone that I got. This headset. It's really good. You know what I
Yes,
mean? That's why I'm using it.
yes. I mean, it looks good and y'all look good. Let's get right into it, guys. I did not spare nothing when it comes to the topics because people send me now. Of course, y'all know this is the talk show where y'all send me the news. Okay. I don't know what made me come up with that slogan. I know what made me come up with that slogan because I don't even be watching TV. Y'all call and tell me what's going on. And honey, my phone have been blowing up all week, starting with this first thing. Okay, let's roll in the clip.
Beautiful. Right there, Bianca. Beautiful.
Right here on the
Yay.
Now, that is Kanye and his new wife, Bianca. And, of course, you can see her. That was a mesh thing that she had on. She is completely naked. Did you get a chance to see the full video? You saw the full
Yeah, I
video?
saw it.
Yeah.
Okay. My question to start off is, first of all, they was kicked out of the Grammys. They wasn't even invited. Okay. But then I read a comment online that says, oh, they feel so sorry for this girl. She is just going to go through so much pain for when she wakes up out of her sleep. And I'm thinking to myself, now whose fault is this? Because this is a grown woman. Okay. Whose butt naked fault is this? Is this Kanye? Is he making her do it, or is she a stunt double for herself and making herself do it? Because some people want fame, some people will just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she is grown. So Wade, I'm gonna start with you since I see your lips already perked up.
Hey, um, like you said, she grown, man. She gonna do what she want to do. It don't even matter what the people are saying. You know what I'm saying? I think they just saying that because she with a black man. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, why was she? Oh, you know, how dare he? How dare she? Look, man, she know what she doing. You know what I'm saying?
Kendall, what say you?
It's a combination of two things, right? So, partly, yeah, she's grown. She can do what she want to do, right, in this free world. But it comes with the territory. Kanye is known for being radical, a troublemaker. You know what I mean? He stirs things up, and that's what we want from him. He give the people what he wants. So if you're going to be with him, if you're going to be in that limelight, y'all going to share the same last name. You got to be willing to put yourself on Front Street, and sometimes you won't be wearing clothes when you're out there. I guess
But
it comes with it.
I'm like, what kind of front street is this? Let me play the video again. And first of all, y'all put it in the comments. Let's play the video again, okay? Because what kind of front street is this? That like what statement were y'all making? What is this to get back at his ex Kim? Oh, hold on, let me just start it over.
Beautiful. Right there, Bianca. Beautiful.
Right here on the
Yay.
Now, of course, they kicked him out right after that. Okay, and y'all put it in the comments because what I need to know is, like, who, as a woman, like, see, and this is, I just got to be honest. When black men date white women, the black woman looks at that as she's taking him away from his higher self, and it's not a correct perspective all the time. I don't know the backstory of that, but that is what we have been raised to think. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to a white girl, and I think it comes from Emmett Till. It comes from all the black men that has ever tried to, flirt with a white woman, and then they have been killed over it. So it's just in our head. So it just looks like, you're not persuaded. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like this is something you agreed to do. Y'all went over there because you were ready for the pictures. You weren't over here looking harmed and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It looked like
She
you
looks
was
very,
ready for the picture.
right. She looks very well taken care of, I must say.
But again, it's a part of the job. Like take politics for example. I've been in politics for years, right? And every woman I've been with, they understand that sometimes we got to go to those stuffy events where she might got to wear a certain thing. We might got to stand, in a line and receive people and stuff like that. So it comes with the job. I mean,
Yeah.
my field, we might got to go shake hands and kiss babies. I remember one time I had to go lay a reef at Arlington, and we're there laying a reef, and so you just never know. Now that's the work that comes with that's the assignment comes with their work, their calling. You're in entertainment, you gotta entertain. Now, if
Mm.
Kanye came wearing a tuxedo and she came covered from head to toe, they wouldn't have been doing what they were called to do. It's a job,
Mm. Mm.
shock and awe.
Let's see what the comments said because Nova said nephew. You said her nakedness and the pimp. Miss Nova said that's a point. It hits differently when you're on the arm of a ninja. That you know what, Nova. I say the same thing. It's like you know, when you're on the arm of a black man, that's when people want to make you look like the victim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, to us, to the black woman, like no matter what you do, to us it looked like you was the predator for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You dragged him away. And of course, we don't know what's going on. You say, I think she likes it, Miss Nova. Um, Now what was she pulling down? She was pulling down the fur coat. Oh no, you talk about her mesh dress. Hold on, she pulling. What was she pulling down? Let's see over here. What was she pulling down? I think it was. Yes,
Bianca, beautiful, right?
Right here on the
ma'am. We see everything. What you pulling
Right?
it
Yeah,
down for?
you ain't need none of that censor stuff. Come on now, come on.
You said yes. Ye is selling that dress on his Instagram page. That's right, Kate. That's exactly what he doing right there.
That's
Um,
it.
The Attica says, I believe in Kanye's eyes. He wouldn't do it if she was traditionally black. But what he also does is give the people what they want. Like y'all
That's right.
want to underdress with her with your eyes anyway. I'm just like, cause look, another, your mama even called me, was like, her father wanted to meet with him. And I'm like, what does her father want to meet with him for? He need to be meet with his own daughter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, don't set up no meeting with the husband. Set up a meeting with the daughter.
Anger is always displaced on black men. Kanye is specifically having such a controversial background, and people always quick to say, "Oh, mental health, this and that, stuff like that." Kanye has always been misunderstood, and he knows when he go in somewhere, everybody's gonna be looking for him to do or say something crazy. They knew they were gonna get put out at some point, so he said, "Let me do this. Let me go make a $5 dress out of some fishnets, some leftover fishnets from the factory, right? And throw it on her." That thing was on sale before they left the red carpet. Kanye is a businessman. He said, "I'm
Now,
gonna go up here, shake everything up, and sell the dress."
now listen. I believe you. I wouldn't have never even thought about this, nephew. I believe you though. And the thing is, too, is when you said that anger is displaced on the black man, Kanye's anger is improperly displaced on himself. Okay, because ain't nobody
Yeah.
doing this man nothing, brother. You got all the money in the world. You shouldn't be angry about nothing. Um,
More money,
Deatica
more
says,
problems,
I
though.
see him as really not showing her as value. And you know what? That's what I looked at too. I looked at it like no man don't want his wife. It just is, and this is another thing I was talking about offline with Shawnee. She was saying that I feel like black men be trying to get them back. It's like they have them a white slave, like they trying to pay it back. And I be feeling the same way too, like because I have been around, a interracial couple, black man, white woman, where he stated some black facts and it's been kind of like aggressive toward her, like y'all stole everything. And it's just like, why even be with her if you gotta talk to her
Right.
like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
she's a human being.
Mhm.
So she said, I believe you, D. Atticus. Kanye is misunderstood. That girl ain't taking him away. Kanye is the ultimate approver. He's very intentional. I can believe that. He's making her pay for her forefathers. You know, um, you know, um, I ain't even gonna touch it because sometimes I gotta stop myself because child, when you be up trying to advance your career, you gotta make sure you don't say the wrong thing. You got to make sure you don't say the wrong thing. Okay. And I'm
Oh
going to just
yeah.
not say the wrong thing. First of all, I'm going to move on. But before I move on, I want to say this right here. Guys, if you just tuned in, I cannot thank y'all enough. We do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And if you're looking at this on playback, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now, y'all. Hit that subscribe button right now. We're getting subscribers each and every time, y'all. And I just cannot thank y'all enough for coming each and every week, joining in the conversation. Tonight, I got my very special guest, my good friend Wayne Payne, my nephew, former politician, owner of and founder of Wade Funeral Homes in PG County, Maryland. Kendal Wade is with us, y'all. So let's get back to the show. Now, this next one, it's a doozy. Because we had the DC plane crash, y'all. Which lost 67 people in the DC. Hold on, I gotta do this once per show. Dogs, shut up. guys, if you know, okay? We lost 67 people in the DC plane crash, and this, what a terrible thing. A room full of figure skaters, a group of figure skaters, so many people, their families waking up to the disappointment of or at the airport, probably expecting them to come in, and these people have gone down. So I saw a conspiracy video. Oh, did I put it up here? Dag, let me see if I put it up here. Let me see it, because y'all, it be so many like little links and stuff to click on. But I know I threw it over here. Let me see what this is right here. Hold on 1 second. Please, Lord, let me have uploaded it. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, I saw a conspiracy video, and I want to show it to you right here.
Let me show you what I mean. American Eagle Airline crashes into Black Hawk military helicopter. Pay attention. The reason why the number that's associated with the airplane is 5342 is because when you add it up, it equals the same amount that 1832 equals when you add that up. 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 equals 14. 1 plus 8 plus 3 plus 2 equals 14. Why 1832? In 1832, there was a war between the American Eagle and Black Hawk and his tribe, who were called the Sauk people. That was when the American Eagle slaughtered those people and took their land. Stay with me. Also take notice that the service was from Wichita to Washington. If you don't know, Wichita was another tribe that suffered at the hands of the American Eagle and got their land taken. Go look up the Wichita campaign and the Wichita War, 1868. So when they say things like it was operated by PSA, what they're really saying is they have a PSA. So what is their public service announcement? Their public service announcement is that they're declaring war on sovereignty right now. There are way too many people waking up and going back and finding out that their ancestors were those Native Americans. They didn't come over here on no boats, and that people have been carrying out affairs on stolen land that once belonged to their ancestors. Pay attention to how Wichita and Washita line up, because you have the Washita River that was right there linked to Southern Cheyenne Nation, who also had their land stolen. Okay. So you got Wichita, Washita, and then you have Wiyukcha. And Wiyukcha was a word that meant white wolf or white people. Guess what also means that? The name Isom means white wolf or ice wolf. And that's the name of this computer generated looking ass character they got standing before y'all, giving y'all this PSA. No, they're not talking to y'all. They're speaking to each other. Robert Isom is saying the white wolf that robbed everybody. And they're still robbing everybody right now in what's referred to as highway robbery, which I will be teaching y'all more about. Stay tuned. The main point is there's a war on sovereignty. People refuse to be tricked any longer. They're not going to be worshiping these people like they're the gods. They're not going to be celebrating Black History Month, because we know that Black history means you completely strip the history from a people, their identity included. They know people are waking up. They want to claim their sovereignty. They want to claim their nationality, and they want to find their roots of their people. They want to dig their people up again. And these governments are shaking in their boots, because the more people wake up, the more people detach from this system, the more people decide they're not going to be robbed anymore. They're going to claim all their stuff back. And when you claim all your stuff back, what happens to the people who done set up all of these fallacy realities on top of this land? Free Turtle Island from the ones who stole our land.
Whew.
Wow.
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
He had to do all that with Chat GPT with AI, because I mean, how you get the time to just really research and do all that stuff, man? There had to be some AI involved.
Why when this brother was talking? Because I'm like, I didn't know that video was gonna be so long, but I kept thinking this brother got time on his hands.
Yeah, man. He had to put that together with AI, Chat GPT, man.
So well, let me get to y'all the first question though, because here is what I want to put in there. Tag. I'm constantly looking for this. Is it? Oh, let me see. Is it this right here? Oh yeah, here it goes right here. God, the Lord is with me tonight, because I got so many things and they are so small. But I do want to show you this though. Somebody else posted this. DC air crash timeline, January 20th. Trump fires FAA director. January 21st, traffic controller hiring freeze. January 22nd, aviation safety committee disbanded. January 28th, demands exiting employees leave. Offers a buyout. January 29th, first U.S. mid-air collision in 16 years. January 30th, Trump tries to blame DEI for crash because it's common sense. So the question is, okay, let me get the question is this, a Trump blames Biden and DEI policies for deadly mid-air collision despite lack of evidence. Is this a conspiracy or contrumpancy? Because certainly if you're firing everybody that's needed for air traffic control, to me, I feel like it's a contrumpancy. What do y'all think? And y'all put it in the comments.
I'll say one, while I appreciate that brother's passion, right? God, that thing got deep. It got
I know.
deep. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, and I'm trying to get the, I went to public
It's like
school,
in
so I'm trying to get
Wichita,
the layers. I'm like, wait.
5432.
And it got to a point where I just like, just brother, just vibe out, King, do your thing, and he took us everywhere, right? He touched on more things than I can count, but I'll say this, right? I'm very careful with the term conspiracy, right? Conspiracy is a term that brings about fear. It's a term that brings about a different kind of doubt, right? And it's okay to question things. It's okay to question things and want answers, seek answers. However, sometimes that conspiracy thing, we go overboard, and it gets to a point where the distrust turns into anger. That anger turns into violence, and we don't get anywhere, right? So I won't say it's a conspiracy, but I'll say it's more to it.
More
During that
to the
week,
plane crash.
Oh yeah, during that week we lost, I believe, internationally 5 planes. Right, there was a military plane that the pilot, he ejected himself from, dropped down up in northwest, like the northeastern part of the country. There was another plane, as you know, went down in Philly, a medical plane. The 2 planes hit each other mid-air in Washington area. There's a bunch of planes we been dropping and having technical issues in the sky around the world. So here's the thing. Some believe that it's something called GPS spoofing. I'm not trying to add to anybody's, there's more to it. But what GPS
Time
spoofing
on his hands.
is when, we come into cyber attacks, right? And people manipulate our systems, right? Now, here's the thing. The government cannot openly say, hey, it's dangerous to get on a plane because of the spoofing. We don't know where the source is coming from. We don't know what plane lines, what airlines is going to hit. All we know is it's random and we're trying to find it. They can't do that. If they do that and people stop flying, that's going to ruin the American airline transit, that portion of our transit system overnight. And who's going to bail it out? The government and the taxpayers.
Hold on. No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish the thought, because I'm like, you don't think this ruined it right here?
But hold on. But this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that don't play a part in it. What I'm saying is, if there is a issue where we have to bail the airlines out, the Trump administration can't do that when they're trying to trim the fat, right? That's why they got this government accountability thing at efficiency office. That's why they got all this other stuff. They're trying to trim the fat. You can't trim the fat, and now we got to pay out billions of dollars to bail the airlines out when they can't afford to operate because no one's flying. We did it with the cars. We bailed the automotive industry, I think, at least twice in my lifetime, and the banks. So it will crumble. It will ruin Trump's plan, and it will also it will hit us. And our economy is real tight right now. We got a lot of money spreading out.
The thing about it too is, you coming in as a leader, okay? You come in and you make deposits before you make a withdrawal. You just got to the office. On the first day you got to the office, you firing the FAA director. You ain't even got time to take a lunch from the inauguration before you call him to tell him get out of town. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, you're leaving, because when you fire people before you make a deposit, you make a withdrawal before you make a deposit, you are morally bankrupting the people that is left there. So,
I agree.
they've got to grieve the people that they knew before. They've got to grieve those exiting employees. You think they're going to be, now they, instead of paying attention to the plane coming in, now they over here talking about, yeah, now what's going to go on? You see what I'm saying? Because that's what happens at a regular job. So it's like, to me, it's a contrumpancy. Here was the question, and let me put it back up and let's go to the comments, guys. Trump blames Biden and DEI policy. What that got to do with the price of tea in China, Trump?
Nothing.
Is it a
Nothing.
conspiracy or a controversy? Let's see what the comments got to say. Okay, you say yes, they are confusing us. Wasn't Target heavy on DEI at one point? You said let's be clear. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's scratch those comments right there. I was way behind. Hold on. Let's see here. You said it's remote controlled accidents. Contrumpancy. Kay said it's a contrumpancy. Pink Beauty said Trump is an imbecile. Woo. Now, it said create chaos at home. It's remote control accidents. Keep the American people scared. So wrong. We should feel safe in our own country. We bailed out every entity during COVID too. So what can we as a people to make ish great again? Nephew Kendal Chauncey, we need you in office. You got that right, okay? Because he understands everything. Jamal, I'd be glad to see you every week. You say his picture alone should show us the sort of evil in his heart.
Right.
His goal is to remove everyone to bring in his own people who will bow down. I mean, don't every president bring in their own people to bow down? Like every president brings in their own people. But the thing about it too is when, bring in your own people, yes, but let's make a conscious decision to, from safety and not from arrogance, because that's what I see was a lot going on. You're giving people roles in power, and some of them have arrogance, and the roles that you're taking away is causing things like this to me. Okay, I gotta break it up because this is a comedy show, guys, and Wayne sent this in, so I gotta play this because, honey, all you need to do is get a black woman on the scene, and she will fix it all. Oh no, let's remove that. A black woman will fix it all. Where's this lady at? I know I had this video right here. Oh, hold on. Is it right here? Tag, where's this lady at? Oh, here she go.
I don't live here, I'm chilling.
You chilling here? Why are you not taking your flight?
It's none of your business. Now go home. I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week, okay, in my pockets.
The situation involving an American woman, Onija Andrew Robinson, who overstayed her visa in Pakistan, has grabbed headlines and sparked discussions both locally and across social media platforms. Robinson, 33, traveled to Karachi in October 2024 to marry 19-year-old Nidal Ahmed Memon, whom she met online. However, after her tourist visa expired, she found herself unable to proceed with her plans due to disapproval from Memon's family. In an unusual turn of events, Robinson began to publicly demand money from local authorities and Memon himself, with her requests escalating to weekly sums of $3,000 to $5,000, and even reaching demands for $50,000 to $100,000 from the Pakistani government. Her demands were aimed at either facilitating her return to the United States or supporting her stay in Pakistan, alongside her expressed interest in obtaining Pakistani citizenship. She has also demanded money and said the Pakistani government need to fix up all of these buildings and clean up.
Here, please come here. Come. Please sit down.
Be quiet. I'm not sitting down. My plan is to reconstruct this whole country, okay? I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week.
Lord, y'all, I ain't never heard nobody hold themselves hostage in a country and ask for their own ransom money to get out of there.
Hey, I think that's brilliant, man.
She talking about I'm gonna reconstruct all this around here. Okay, y'all over here pooing in the river. No, we got toilets in the U.S., but she is stuck over there.
And look, my thing with that is, I'm like, first of all, I got to take my hat off to that sister. You got to be brave. I mean, she's from New York, right? We got a New York on the line. She's from New York, and she didn't represent. I don't know, good or bad, but she represent, right? That's the same type of sister who be on the metro tripping. You know what I'm saying? Who be wilding out.
Yes.
We need to get that sister home. She need to come home. Let me tell you why. I don't want her to go over there and say or do nothing, because they've been real patient and real kind. I've been keeping up with them a little bit, and they've been real hospitable. But I don't want that sister to hit that one little notch in them, and they retaliate, right? Because the administration, they see it. They're looking for a reason. They only got 4 years. They don't have 8 years. They only got 4 years. The administration is looking for a reason to put their nose in another country's business. And if something happened to her, man, they'd be like, "Oh, that's our citizen. We on our way. You know, great country, blah blah." I'm telling you. So we need to get this sister on home. We need to get back on that what's that train y'all got down at Coney Island? Get it, bring it in. We gotta bring it in.
We need to send the N train on over for that N
send
over
Jesse
there.
Jackson. Jesse Jackson over there and got them hostages during the Carter administration. Send Jesse over there. Jesse, bring her home. Yeah, Jesse, bring her home.
Yes, indeed. First of all, if y'all are tuned in right now, I need y'all to do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. If you're watching this on playback, we do it live each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and joining us each and every week. I got my guests here, Wayne Payne, comedian Wayne Payne, founder and director of Wade Funeral Homes in PG County, Maryland, Kendal Wade in the building. Let's keep it moving. And I see y'all in the comments. Deanna said 100 and more. You said, Kay said, you probably wasn't an activist in America. No, you was not an activist in America. You was meeting people online trying to go get married for some money, boo. Jamal said he been trying to get more years. Don't count Teflon Don out. Kay said that's so true. She said, Spirit, bring her home. Oh, what can we do? Y'all, people be out here and they be funny as I don't know what. Let's get our first funny of the week too, guys. Our funniest post of the week in here, because I know I uploaded it, the funny of the week. Guys, I told my auntie to stop using this filter. I thought she passed away. You see? If y'all ever seen this filter on somebody's page, like I be seeing the ones with the angel hearts, you know, the one with the like angel in there, and I be like, oh my God, did she die? Like when I'll go look up somebody from high school. Guys, I think we gonna ban all filters like this, guys. No sky, no heaven, no angels, no bird, no nothing in your photo, guys. It's a detriment of time out here. Okay, I got some more to talk about, which is Elon. You know, he want to take our, Trump is giving him power. We talking about Trump giving him the power of the purse. Let's play a snippet of this video real fast. Now wait, let's give it a second to pop out.
Andrew, good morning. Elon Musk accessing the federal payment system and taking over agencies is raising legal questions. At issue is funding already approved by Congress now on the chopping block. Overnight, sources confirming that Elon Musk has been given access to the U.S. Treasury Department's vast payment system. The move essentially puts the government's multi-trillion-dollar checkbook in the hands of the world's richest man, and his message about wasteful government spending has been clear.
Your money is being wasted, and the Department of Government Efficiency is going to fix that.
How much do you think we can rip out?
I think we can do at least $2 trillion.
The official who oversaw the federal payment system has been placed on administrative leave after he resisted giving Musk and Doge officials access to the system, which contains sensitive information about millions of Americans who receive Social Security, tax refunds, and other government payments. While Musk's team has access, it has not yet gained operational control of the system, and no government payments have been blocked. That could trigger a legal battle since the money is approved by Congress. Musk has also said he wants to get rid of the penny, noting that the 1-cent coin costs nearly 3 cents to produce.
Elon's doing a good job. He's a big cost cutter.
This weekend, Musk also taking aim at the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, which is in charge of dispensing tens of billions of dollars in foreign aid. Musk writing USAID is a criminal organization. Time for it to die.
To be clear, in shutting down which we're in the process of doing, shutting down USAID.
About 100 staffers were placed on leave after the agency refused to give Musk's team access to class.
Okay, honey, Elon Musk has purchased his way to the White House, and he is in here making changes. Now, you saw the video. Here's my question for y'all, okay? And it's particularly when it comes to USAID. Now, if for those of y'all who don't know, the USAID is a company, is an government organization that helps foreign entities. I looked the USAID up, and I actually went to ChatGPT and looked them up. They've given 11.2 billion to the Ukraine. They've given 3.3 million to Israel. They've given I think 2 point something billion to Afghanistan, Nigeria, Somalia, Ethiopia. All of them have at least received like 1 point something billion dollars. And I feel like Elon is feeling like this money is going outside of US soil. So my question for you and for the comments is Elon is citing wasteful spending. Keep the USAID. Should we be keeping the USAID, which helps other countries, or spend the funds on US soil? Kendal, I'm gonna let you take this. Well, take it first.
Well, let me say this. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, and we ain't got it. I'll be honest with you. We don't have it. I do appreciate the need abroad. I do. But before I can even get a glance at the need abroad in other countries, which are very important, I got to first walk out my house. I got to walk past my neighbor. I got to go past people on my block. I got to, you know what I mean? So it's very hard for me to fathom such a large amount of support, especially it'd be individual
11.2
support, right?
to the Ukraine. Let me get.
We cannot afford that. We cannot afford. We ain't gonna get into the conversation about how our gold don't match our dollar bills printed anymore, and how the answer to a lot of our questions is just print more money. At some point, we're gonna run out of paper, and then what do we do, really, truly, So what I would say is, when it comes to that department, I'm sure they did a lot of good. I know they did a lot of good. And do I think it should have been closed or not? But I do know that that's a lot of money that we could be using right here at home. I know that our school system are underfunded. We got seniors losing their houses. People ain't got, 2 pennies to rub together, So I can understand. I didn't say I support. I can understand the want to keep the money. But what do we do with the money? How do we know the money gonna be used properly when we do keep
it? And that's where people are probably concerned of like us shutting it down. Now, these foreign agencies do, they are supporting, like with Israel, they were supporting security. Ukraine, they were, supporting their bout with Russia. Afghanistan, they gave money to Afghanistan when a terrorist organization was on the rise, and the organization was using the money to, now do more terrorist attacks. I want to see it on US soil as well, but to think of, like, I want to see our schools more funded. I want, I live in LA where it's homeless people, every one per, millisecond. So I definitely want to see it there. Now, of course, we never have a way to track if they gonna do right with the money. We just gotta trust it because we're in a country where, honey, we in this country, and when you in this country, we already know we take a chance on, honey, things not being done right. Things ain't been done right a lot of times, but I do want to see it on US. Wayne, what were you gonna say?
I mean, I agree, man. I agree with you and what Wade is saying. I mean, say we need that money to come back here, man. You know what I'm saying? We could put that money. Shit, I got a project that I need some funding for. You know what I mean? I mean, come on now. MTA, the subway system, as you guys hear in the news. I mean, it's all out of whack. It's one of the filthiest public transportation transit systems in the world. And, if we could get some of those billions and prioritize, cleanliness and making it making it more quality to ride the subway system and the transportation system, period, here in New York City.
Yeah, I'm like, why are we paying for healthcare? Why are we paying for college? Why are we paying for any of this when 11.2 billion that covers everyone healthcare? That covers the reparations Black people want. You talking about 11.2 billion to the Ukraine? You did the same thing with the PPP loans. PPP loans, you gave them out to people and then you dropped it. You said, don't worry about paying us back. You went after a few people, but for the most part, everybody was forgiven. And, but Black people need reparations for the things that our ancestors have endured and have, exposed that, have made it so that there is a wealth gap. I'm like, yes, how can we? Let's keep the money on US soil. Let's see what the comments had to say. The question is, when it comes Elon Musk versus USAID citing its wasteful spending, keep it or spend the funds on US soil. Let's see what the comments had to say. First of all, let me get this out of here. If anybody has anything to say, please continue.
I do want to add to my concern, so with Musk taking over the payment system for our country, he actually assigned a 25-year-old to write the code for the Treasury Department for the payment system, right? When I was 25 years old, I couldn't manage my little budget from my job, right? My little check, let alone the access that he's going to be given. Now, Senator Warren brought up a good point. Not only will they be behind the scenes writing codes, but they're also going to have access to people's personal information. We're talking about people's social security numbers, date of birth, anybody who get a tax return, anybody who gets Medicare, Social Security, all that comes from the Treasury Department. Now, here's my other concern, right? Very few young people are patriots, right? Who at any point would be like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm an American. I'm not going to allow the secrets to be sold or stolen. That's an old school. Like they were patriots. I'm talking about like the Harrison Fords and Air Force One, clearing presidential, them old heads who really believed in America. Young generation. I'm a millennial. I'm 36. My generation of people after me, they not as faithful, right? They don't know the Pledge of Allegiance anymore, right? All this different stuff. So I say that to say that what stops that 25-year-old from being offered something from Iran, China, North Korea, Russia, just to say, you know what? All I need you to do, you'll be set for life. You and generations you will never meet will be set for life. Just take this one USB drive and just plug it in your computer. That's all I need you to do. What stops that? So when that director said, I refuse to turn it over, he's looking at the commander in chief in the face saying, I refuse to do it. That's a patriot. That's somebody saying nah because they've been around long enough to know how dangerous it gets. The 25-year-old work for Musk, he's like, I'll do it. Press a couple of buttons, boom, boom, boom.
Here's the when he mentioned when Kendal Wade mentioned the Senator Warren.
Just want to be clear about what's going on here. The system that makes sure that your granddad gets his Social Security check, the system that makes sure that your mom's doctor gets Medicare payment to cover her medical appointment, and the system that makes sure that you get the tax refund that you're owed has been taken over by Elon Musk. And every organization from your state government that uses federal money on that bridge project to the local Head Start that takes care of little kids while their mommies and daddies go to work is now at the mercy of Elon Musk. Elon just grabbed the controls of our whole payment system, demanding the power to turn it on for his friends or turn it off for anyone he doesn't like. Now, there's a second problem here. It's not just payments from the federal government that are now in Elon's control. Elon and his handful of friends now have full access to your personal and financial information that's in the system. Your payment history, your social security number, your bank account numbers. Elon now has the power to suck out all of that information for his own use. And there is a third problem. In order for this handful of programmers to gain access to our $6 trillion payment system, we don't know what safeguards were pulled down. Are the gates wide open now for hackers from China?
It was the same thing you were saying.
Yeah.
You know, the thing, first of all, guys, y'all don't have to worry. Elon had your information already. Okay.
Right.
Guys, if you've been logging on to Facebook, he already got it.
Right.
Okay.
If you got an
If you've been
iPhone,
over
whatever,
here, you know, ordering Ubers, honey, he been had your information. Okay. And half of the people, I feel like all the people who's worried about somebody getting their information ain't got no information to get, honey. He done got it. Okay. So, but it is, you know, I like what Jamal said too, is because it's one point. Jamal said, helping others does help us. If anyone really understands how world relations work, it's a balancing act. Deatica says, I totally agree with his take. When you look at those amounts, not only affect our deficit, but what part is spent here. I think he was talking about your take. Kendall, Nova said, Kendall for president, period. You say, yes, Kendall, but what will Elon do with the money? You know, that's a concern, you know, to me, because but you know, he doesn't even need our money because he's worth 146 billion. That's crazy that you could even be worth 146 billion.
So my question is, I always wonder, right? When somebody who's worth that much, why would you want to get a job making $150,000 a year, right? Why would you want that? What's the incentive? Because it's not the money. You got to ask yourself, I remember Louis Farrakhan was talking one time, and he said that something like that could be a wicked agenda wrapped in a noble deed. You know, let me help you cut down on your government spending and your excessive funding. Well, okay, yeah, who can argue with that? But then what are we going to do with the money? What type of backup and oversight and checks and balances do we have? If y'all are so on this high horse, well, we're cleaning it all out. Yeah, clean it out, but you're not talking about checks and balances. In our country, that's what separates us from other countries. Our checks and balances. We don't. They're not keeping it or maintaining any.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it too is y'all ain't been keeping it with us, period, because we're old. You know what I'm saying? We're the first checks and balances. It's like, guys, until y'all do right by us, y'all will be in turmoil because we are the Lord's people and y'all brought us here. Well, I can't even say y'all brought us here because y'all ain't bring some of us in. Some of us was already here when y'all got here, you know, and y'all just, you know, erase the stories, you know, where people could understand their true history. But, you know, it's how, you know, it's not even the fact that there was no reparation. It's the fact that when people built a community with nothing, then you came in and you burned it down. You came in and you sunk it with water. You came in and you did so that's where you have to, you know, you have those things you have to make right. You have to make those things right. You know, Miss Nova said, I wanted us to be united. I wanted us to be united. I don't know if you mean US or you say US should be first. I know. See, that's me too. I'm with let's get the money. Let's get the homeless people off the street. Like we could have a whole homeless building because homeless people need their own quarters. They can't come in here and stay in here because they'll just bring the tents and the bed bugs, all that over here in this apartment building. But if you build a whole building over here,
community.
these 3 buildings, y'all have that. Y'all go inside. Y'all do whatever y'all want to. You know what I'm saying? That
project
to me,
for homelessness. Yeah.
To me, that makes more sense. You spend the money like that. You know, there's single mothers, there's kids, there's so many things. Jamal said it's a huge national security issue. Excuse me, y'all. Kay said, "Speak." You said it's a huge national security issue. Kay, you sound like an 18 talking about Lord. No. Very huge, Jamal. Non-qualified, non-vetted. You know, what I can't say, Pink Beauty said he can start by swiping minds like a clean swiping her. Elon is hiring 20-year-olds from Twitter. Now, 20-year-olds being hired everywhere, like, you know, they are the tech gurus. So I'm not even worried about the 20-year-olds, but I am worried about the arrogance of the administration. I like some of the things that they're doing, but it just feels like there's an arrogance, and whenever pride is there, it goes before a fall, you know, and I just feel like these people, you know, you forgot that God is on the throne, and that's what I haven't forgotten, that God is always on the throne, you know, so no matter who's in office, excuse me, sorry y'all.
Yeah, you know, I think I personally think that's a great idea, what they're doing, because I see that they're trying to progress the system into a more efficient, technologically advanced era. And a lot of these government agencies, even down to the local state and city agencies, they're very far behind the curve. You know what I'm saying? As far as their system, you know, you got young 12, even younger than that, 8-year-olds who are more tech savvy and used to, you know, finding information and gathering information than a government agency, or a city agency. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so primitive, man. When you go and you actually apply and you get into the system and you work for, you like, yo, I can't work here. You guys are still running on Windows 95.
You know, and Windows 95 is mean you just wait. Y'all not running at all. If you
Yeah,
got Windows 95, you said my community still has not gotten their money. I would need 80 acres and 2 mules. It's interest applied now. Listen, okay. And those 2 mules, what I mean by that is a Benz and some kind of Cadillac Escalade. Okay, those are the only kind of mules I want these days. You said Dell got Dell got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yes, the thing about it too is Elon did say America is gonna suffer. See, that's where we worry about, that's what we worry about you at is, when you're saying things like America's going to suffer, it's a criminal organization. We just don't know your motive, because where have you been all this time? Like 146 billion, like you could do so many good things for the community, and we haven't seen you until Trump needed your money to win. You know what I'm saying?
Let me throw this in there about Elon, right? So I don't know, was the World Hunger Organization. They came to him and they said, "Hey, we did the numbers. You got enough money to end world hunger." And they said in a very arrogant way, he sat back eating his sandwich in his chair, and he said, "If you all can show me exactly where my money will go, I'll do it." They couldn't show him. He said, "I'm not padding no pockets, no salaries. My money ain't gonna go missing." He said, "If you can show me where my money gonna go, I'll do it." Right? So now, would he really have done it if they showed him a breakdown, itemized list of exactly what the money is going? I don't know. But what I will tell you is, in their efforts to make it more efficient, Brother Wayne, they're scaring people so much that people are more worried about trying to keep their jobs than doing their jobs. And that's a dangerous place to be.
Wait, hold on. Well, the World Hunger Organization, you must not be interested in ending it. If he said you could show me a breakdown, honey, every business, every loan, anybody you asking for money is gonna need a line item list of what you're gonna use. I got a loan from someone and they needed a line item list of what I was gonna use the money for. So I mean, if he was saying that he was going to end it, if you could show him the list and y'all didn't show him the list, then y'all didn't have no integrity if y'all didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how the story went.
I agree, and I think a part of it is in some of these like remote places where it is heavily ruled by, like gangs and like, those rogue military persons. Sometimes you got to grease some of their pockets to get in there to feed their people. You know what I mean? And so another one of his points was that he didn't want people like that to get paid. He didn't want to negotiate with them kind of people. So, but that's again a part of it, the diplomacy of trying to fix issues in different pockets, right?
Your mama is in the comments. She said, D, we always go past the hour. Yes, we do, y'all. First of all, guys, because we be talking up a storm. I'm really not a political person, but what I really appreciate is, me having a show where y'all give me the topics and I have to go research and learn so much more about how the country is run, how it's operated. So I love these discussions that we could have about it because we do have to strengthen our knowledge of the country, how it's run, so that when we have our knowledge strengthened, then we're strengthened, because then we're not taken. But what I do want to say is, y'all, and let me solo myself. I want to say that one of the reasons that I don't watch TV a lot. Ooh, I just made another streak. One of the reasons I don't watch TV a lot. I done made a full-fledged streak on this thing. Oh, here goes a towel. Honey, I got everything in this studio. One of the reasons I don't watch TV a whole lot is because TV is programming you constantly with fear. You go from one issue that's been resolved to this next issue full of fear. And when you're operating with fear, you're never operating in the Lord's plan, because the Lord gives us the power of love, the power, and of a sound mind. None of that contains fear. He don't give us guilt. He don't give us fear. He don't give us sickness. All of these things, they come from the lowest place. They come from the adversary, or they come from our mouth, because, the Lord says death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it shall eat its fruit. So that means that what you're speaking, what you're energizing, you're seeing it. And I just keep saying that somehow I just feel that God is going to, like, not going to, but like he is in this and showing us his complete hand, and he will show them who is king, So, guys, we out of time. Okay. We out of time. Please let our know. I want to thank my guests so much. Kendal Wade, Wayne Payne. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much to my audience for coming in to hang out. I hope you guys are subscribed. I hope you guys come back every week. If you are listening, looking at this on playback, hit that subscribe button right now. Thank you so much for coming in. I want to ask my guests to let you guys know what they got going on and where they're going to be. Wayne, I'm starting with you.
Hey everybody, how you doing? You can follow me at Stage Charm on all social media platforms. Actually have a project that I'm working on, and I'm going to be campaigning and doing some fundraising for it. So look out for that. But you got to follow me to get the updates. I'm going to be playing for a baseball team, a local community team here in the Bronx. And a big part of the project that I'm doing is I'm learning to develop myself as a pitcher. And my goal is to throw a 90 miles per hour fastball. And I'm going to take the audience through a journey on how I constructed that. And I can't wait, man. I just want you guys to see it and want you guys to be a part of it and donate and listen to the podcast, Stage Charm, on Spotify and Apple. If you have there, I will also be talking about it. And you can also know get some background information on who I am and what I've done and things like that from the podcast. Thank you so much.
Of course. And Kendal, thank you so much, Wayne, for coming on to the show and for always giving life to the party, with the opinions, the topics. Kendal, let everybody know what you got going on and where they can find you.
Kendal Wade, I'm all platforms. Kendal with one L, Wade like in the water. Instagram, Twitter. excuse me. I'm really excited and humbled to be here. Auntie, I love the show. I love what you're doing. And of course, anything I can ever do to help you, I'm always here. I mean, we're just here in the community doing what we do, for the people, by the people type of thing. But more importantly, whatever I can do to help you, I'm here for you.
Thank you so much, nephew. And guys, you can always follow me at I am Del Harrison on everything, guys. That's how you get to me. You can follow me. You can get to my website. My website is iamdelharrison.com. You can reach me there. And most importantly, you can reach me here each and every Tuesday, right here, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Guys, you said type his handle, please. Type his handle. Okay, let me type his handle because, honey, your aunties is in the comments. What's your handle?
Yeah, Wade.
Let's see, at Kendal Wade, KENDALWADE _
Let me your auntie is in the comments, honey, and they is
love you, auntie.
On and popping. And
Yeah,
I might as well, since I'm doing that, y'all follow him right now. Let me type Wayne's handle, because honey, they is just not playing around. They is just not playing around. Make sure y'all follow at Kendal Wade _. Make sure y'all follow at Stage Charm. And guys, thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all come back next week. I will see y'all next time right here on the show. Bye, y'all. Okay, guys.